Hello, guys. You're now tuning in to the Not Nobody podcast. We're here with Berkey.
What's good?
Evan Cox, Cheeks, and myself. We have a special guest today coming off his new EP, 239 artist, self-confessed romantic, and newly introduced top Euro model, BabyJake.
Woo!
What's going on? Yeah, we saw the photos.
We
saw the
top
photos.
Euro model, eh?
Top Euro model. Euro, coming for European, dude. We saw the photos. You're looking good. Looking good.
Thank you. Yeah. My curls are like coming together now, you know?
You have had to pull off the most hairstyles I've seen in quarantine. I think, thank God you got rid of the buzz cut. You grew it out, and now you're rocking this. I love it.
Man, I'm so happy that it's finally grown out a little bit. It really took a while. And now I look like
Did you perm it?
The 80s.
Did you perm it?
No, this is natural.
Dude, it wasn't looking like that. I remember waking up. I think I woke up this morning and saw it. I was like, did he perm it just for us? I was like, oh, that's special. That's awesome.
This is natural. This is all natty, baby.
Hey, congratulations on the new EP. Don't give me problems, give me wine. We're celebrating here. Got us some cab. So we're going to go ahead. We're pop that open for the boys right now, but we are digging it. I think it was.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it was very unexpected because I think we grew up with cigarettes on patios and 239. Like, that's how I knew you. I'm a big fan of the track 239. Like, they're both slappers, but 239 showed a lot of versatility and like what you could do. And then now we have this EP. And I just got to say, thank you for saving those and keeping them off this EP because it is perfect the way it is.
Yeah.
Like, all those songs just really come together. And I'm like, I love those songs. So the like cigarettes on patio, 239, but you created a project with this EP.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. That was really what I was aiming to do. I love rock music, you know. That's my core. My core is like classic rock. That's what I love. I grew up on like Crosby, Stills and Nash and like Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, like all of that's like anything from folk to rock was like where I sat in my listening spectrum just because of my dad. So I thought it was really good to like allow people to know that I could do that. Because now people can look back. If I have like a couple more hits that come out over the course of the next year or so that are like pop, like urban pop stuff, people will still know like, oh, cool. We can go back and listen to like this. What's this project that you just put out of nowhere that's like totally different, you know? Because I really want people to understand that I could do that too.
I think it kind of puts you in this realm of we really don't know what to expect from you now because now you have like a collection of projects or just this project, but like a collection of work that's just so diverse that I don't know what to expect of what's coming out next from you.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. That's what we want.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be talking a lot about the diversity of music. Cigarettes on patios, though. New remix yesterday. What was it like putting out this remix?
The remix came really quick. Honestly, it happened in the last like 2 weeks. It was pretty quick. I'm not going to go into details about what exactly happened, but I didn't actually get to work with him in person. He just did it from far, obviously, because like not only because of COVID, but also because of just he had the Mood record pop off like literally like 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So this guy's like 24K Golden is like going like he's in San Fran and like he's doing like little pop-ups and stuff. So obviously all very safe, COVID regulated. I didn't get to work with him in person. He's been super nice thus far. He's been supporting it. So that's all we can ask for. And it kind of just happened through like an online type situation. It wasn't like in person, us like getting in the studio and like being like, yeah, let's do it. It just like happened quickly. And we were like, yo, let's run with it. So
that's cool. Yeah. I was wondering if it was one of those scenarios where he had done a verse on it and just like sent it to you. And you were just like, yo, let's actually like release this.
Yeah, it was pretty much like that. That's pretty much what it was. He had sent a verse and I was like, this is dope. Let's put it out there. So we put it out there and now it's out there. I mean, we were kind of searching for a remix. I know we were talking about some people getting on the record for a remix because it's like still, it just has legs. Like the record is still moving.
It's going to be.
So the fact that it's moving, like this time last year, it was doing 80,000 streams a day about. Even less probably. And now it's doing like 160,000 streams a day.
Wow.
So for it to continuously be moving upwards, we're like, yo, we got to run with it. You know, like we got to do something special with it. So we were looking for the perfect artist to get on there, and 24K Golden is like all we could have asked for, you know? And
Seriously.
the timing is just impeccable. Like we had no idea Mood was going to pop off like this and it was going to go like crazy. So, yeah, timing is great. Great artist, you know, everything's great. I can't complain.
Yeah, you're living life right now. And I like, so that was probably the first song that I found that got you on our radar. But I know that you've had an EP, and that's kind of how we got you on the show.
Yeah,
I don't think
that impressed me. That impressed me.
I don't think I've ever been so pissed and excited to find some hidden music like that you put it out. Like I saw you talk about it a couple times that you had an EP, a folk EP. I saw that you hopped on IG Live, and I was looking for it anyways. I was like, he's gonna give it to me. I know he's gonna give it to me. So I reached. I was like, hey, can we get this? And of course, didn't give it to me. You just gave me the name of the EP and said, good luck, sent me on my way. So I was like, here we go. Man, I dove through so many websites. I think I got to a Russian adult site, and I thought, I was like, hey, this is Russian. It might be the one up. I downloaded it. That fucked up my computer. But I think like I finally found it was uploaded to some random track. I listened to it. It's good, man. Why did you scrap it?
Man, that's kind of I don't really know how to explain why. I was just out of my mind is really why. I wanted to do like, I was in a really sad place in my life when I did the Little Mess EP. Like I was dropping out of college. I just didn't want to be there. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do with my life. So I dropped it and it kind of did like good. And after it did good, I was just like, I don't want to do this sad shit that's just going to make me feel sad all the time. And that's like all I knew how to write about was like sad shit. So I started trying to do like electronic and R&B and hip hop. And now that I kind of like, if I could go back, I would probably run with the folk stuff a little bit longer. Actually, I had some like offers on like I had some people talking to me in 2016, like Communion Records, which is Ben Howard's record label, had reached out to me and been like, hey, like we like your acoustic stuff. And then I had been like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm doing like R&B and like electronic. And they're like, dude, you're fucking up. And I'm like, nah, like I know what I'm doing. And then I literally fucked up for like 2 years. And like, but it was good because it taught me. I had like semi-produced when I was like 15 years old on Fruity Loop Studios and stuff. And that's when I really like picked up Logic. And I taught myself, like, I just learned a lot, you know, I screwed up and I don't really have an answer as to why I got rid of it besides rebranding totally to BabyJake. That's the only logical answer I can give you, but it taught me a lot, like screwing up in that time span and, you know, like not realizing how much I really had going for me and how much it was going to affect me to just change my fan base and start chasing electronic music or like R&B music or hip hop or whatever. Right. So I'm really glad that now as BabyJake, we've kind of like found a way, at least I think we're finding a way to incorporate all of it. Cause that's what I always wanted to do. Like, I just didn't want to be in that same pocket. And I felt like people knew me so well back then because of that I wasn't, you know, I didn't want to be known just specifically for that EP and like for folk music. I wanted to do kind of everything. So I think that's why I scrapped it.
Growing up in Florida, like how do you even become a folk head or, you know?
How does that get lined up, my man?
I mean, honestly, I used to hate folk music. I hated rock. I didn't hate rock. I liked like some song. I liked like the corny rock, you know, like the songs that like all of like anybody knows. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
going to be thrown in on a Danger Zone playlist.
Some 41.
Yeah, like the shit that you would like actually know, like TNT by AC/DC. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like songs that you're just like, oh yeah, everybody knows that.
Those are all on my Danger Zone playlist. God damn it. I just read myself out.
I hated folk music. And then I picked up guitar at 8 and I didn't want to sing. I just wanted to be a guitar player. I wanted to like, this was right when like Guitar Hero and Rock Band and all that shit was like before Rock Band, but like the first Guitar Hero just came out probably when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old. So I really just wanted to be like Slash or like a guitar player. You know, that's like who I kind of looked up to. And it wasn't until I was like 16, 17 years old that I got into folk, and my dad would always be listening to like Crosby, Stills and Nash, James Taylor, Norah Jones, like Bonnie Raitt, like people just all in that kind of like folk acoustic genre. And I was like, dude, I'm like, this is so. And then like, I guess I got sad. And then it really registered in my mind to be like, oh, wow, I kind of like this shit. And it was the first thing that I started learning on the guitar just because my dad played guitar and he kind of like, we started playing together and whatnot. But he sucks, you know, he's not too good. You know, we made it work.
So I've read that basically you put your stuff on SoundCloud and then you get hit up by Scooter Braun, right?
That's what happened, yeah.
Explain that. Yeah.
It's so casual. Like,
was that crazy? Was it a message? Was it a DM? Like, how did that come about?
I had already been, I signed to this guy named Develop, DVLP, in maybe like 2018 or like end of 2000, probably 2018, end of 2017. It was like a furnishing deal where I was getting developed as an artist, you know, and he's Mark Anthony's nephew, and he had like 2 Grammys. He produced like Rap God for Eminem, Blum Blum for Lil Wayne. Like this guy's been around the block in the Spanish world and the urban space everywhere. So
sounds like
I was already. What'd you say?
Sounds like you could back it up, like from a
yeah, like I at least had some type of support system, and you know, my boy Luyo and Cappy had just won a Grammy with J Balvin that year and stuff. So I had kind of like a support system, and I think I was already meeting a lot of A&Rs, and a lot of like my name was kind of circulating in the industry a little bit before Scooter had reached out, and we dropped Cigarettes on Patios on SoundCloud. And we're like, hey, let's just see how this does. Let's really see how this does. Let's see if we can get any press outlooks, which we did get. Like, I think Lyrical wrote it up. Elevator wrote it up. Maybe like 2-3 weeks in. It was a little bit afterwards, but we did get some press looks. And yeah, he just like hit me up and was like, yo, I like the song. It was basically a message that was from Scooter Braun saying, from like an unknown account, being like, hey, this is Scooter Braun. I'm like, this is not.
You're like,
Scooter
fake.
Braun.
That's fake. There's no way.
I'm like, this is fake. And then he's like, all right, here, somebody's going to email you and blah, blah. And it was like, you know, at scooterbraun.com. I'm like, oh, this is legit, you know? So
that he's got Justin Bieber calling you up. It's like, hey, it's Scooter, by the way. I just want to let you know.
Yeah. No, it's pretty crazy. And then it started getting really wild. That's when like all the other labels started wanting to get involved. Once they heard that was buzzing like in the industry, I knew A&Rs, like I said prior to that have heard my music for like a year or however long, like those people I was talking to, and Pulse, who's now my publisher. Like Steven Gringer had heard my stuff early on from Develop and stuff. So my name started buzzing, and it just felt right to go with Scooter. And I went with Scooter, and now I'm happy. That's awesome. I'm really happy I went with him, dude. He's a nice guy. There's a lot of mixed reviews about him just because he's such a powerful dude. It's kind of hard not to have mixed reviews, but I've been hands-on with him for, you know, a year and a half now, and I can't complain, man. You know, I understand the industry too, from doing the daycare stuff and being involved with my own record label and being involved with other artists and stuff. I really understand contracts and things like that. And I can't, like, Scooter's given me everything that I could ask for thus far, you know?
Mm-hmm. Has he made it kind of easier for you to connect with all these artists that you've been hooking up with? Dylan Francis, Bryce Vine, like, did you meet them after you met Scooter, or like how did
most of them? Honestly, Scooter didn't hook me up with any of them. Besides, Scooter was kind of the plug with 24K Gold.
Oh, okay, cool. That makes sense.
Scooter's plugged me with a couple other people that I'm not going to list yet because we don't know if it's going to come out yet or whatever. But yeah, Dylan was through Develop. Bryce was just like, he just hit me up on Instagram one day and was like, yo, I think it was 239, honestly, and like cigarettes. He was like, yeah, I like these records. Like, you're cool. Let's hang out. And now we just like, me and Bryce have still not worked. Still to this day, like we've worked, like I've sent him a record. I'm like, hop on this. He's like, I love it. And he started like writing a verse, but we just like hang out, honestly. We just like get drunk in my house and shit, you know, and like, we just need to set a day to be like, hey, let's make a hit together. But yeah, I mean, Scooter, he's more of, you know, when you're at that level, I think it's more of like, what are the big plays? What big plays do I need to make? Carly Wilhelm, my wonderful day-to-day who's on here, she pretty much handles all the bullshit. Thank God for her. If it wasn't for her, I'd probably be, face down in this pool or something.
Speaking of pools, yeah, so I saw like you're living with a bunch of your buddies at a house, right?
Yeah, they're all Florida kids, man.
Are they really? Like, there's one guy who keeps popping up. I think he was in there in the beginning of our interview too. There's one guy who just keeps popping up in all the interviews. All I see is like feet in the background anytime I see you on Zoom. Like he's like, you got like a couch over to your left, and there's some feet, and then every now and then you'll just hear and you're like, well, who is that? Who is that back there?
It's probably Aaron. He's probably back there right now. I don't know if he's back there, but yeah, that's my best friend. One of my best friends.
Hey, Aaron's
they're all my best friends at this point, but he's the guy who actually told me, like, he pretty much was the one who influenced me to start doing music seriously. I've known him since I went to USF, University of South Florida, for a year.
That's it.
In like 2016. So we've been together for a while now, and we've probably known each other for even longer than that.
Didn't one of your roommates dropped a new song last night, right?
Yeah, that's my man, Badman Sham. He's in here too somewhere. He might pop out. You might see
I
him
saw his song sometimes. Like, I've been checking that out. I like that song a lot. And then I saw you post on IG the other niite, like shooting a music video with him or something.
He just dropped a record.
Right.
Yesterday, actually today.
Did you take that cover photo?
I didn't. My buddy did.
I saw you comment though. You said something like, nice cover. I was like, he must have taken that or something.
No, I didn't take it, but I'm planning on doing a lot more creative stuff like that, like photography and whatnot. I'm actually working on it. We're working on like the whole daycare brand as a whole right now. We're actually going to put out some hats that I'm super excited about. And then we're going to work on some sweaters and sweatpants for winter and stuff. But yeah, I mean, he's got a video. We're literally working on wrapping it right now. We kind of got in a shitty situation, but we're working on wrapping his video right now. Hopefully the video comes out in like an hour or so.
Whoa.
So you guys
send it our way.
That.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Yeah, what'd you do with that? Like,
so
what was your process?
I signed him to Daycare, which is my label. I'm doing clothing underneath it as well, but it's more functioning as my record label right now. So he's been like a friend of mine for 3 years as well. I've been kind of mentoring him for 2 of those years, I'd say. And I just moved him out here to LA, and now he's kind of on his feet out here, and we started releasing music and making sure that the music was quality. And now it's just like doing really well. So that's all I could ask for.
I'm glad that you're kind of doing some clothes and merch in there too, because your merch is turning out nice. By the way, I'm glad you went the trucker hat and the shirts are sick too. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna have to get one of those trucker hats.
I was checking that out, and I was like, I need to get one of those.
So
thank you. Yeah,
it's turned out nice. I think there's something there. So we were listening to your playlist before this too, and I was surprised on what I found, like your BabyJake's favorites on Spotify, and so first of all, Pepper is number one. That's been my band since high school, man. I've seen them a bunch of times. Like, that's my jam. Dude, they're great.
I mean, I grew up in Fort Myers, Florida, baby. Reggae was a way of life. You know what I mean?
They had that. They listened to that Kona Gold album. It's a live album that they have, and they just jam, and they're hilarious guys too. They're just like telling the crowd to go fuck themselves and everything, and it's a wild time. Their concerts are sick. I also saw the Cars, and another artist that really surprised, like, it didn't surprise me because he's been putting out just amazing work right now, but Oliver Malcolm, man, that I was glad that guy is on your playlist. He's killing it.
I'm jealous of him, man. I envy him. Oliver, if you ever get to hear this, I'm jealous of you, bro. He's just so good. I don't know if you knew this, but he produces and writes all of his own stuff. So it's like, to do that is like, man, I'm like with me, I'm like producing Sham stuff and producing a lot of Bella's stuff, but like, he's on a whole nother wave, like the type of production that he's doing is, it's just weird. It's one of one stuff. There's not that much one of one stuff out there anymore. Like a lot of shit has become so like mundane and follows a structure because that's what wins. His stuff is so different that like, I really respect Oliver Malcolm, man. I really do.
That track, there was
visuals, the music, everything.
And he's always been the man behind the scene. He's finally coming out. That track Helen that he put out, like I showed, we have a bunch of, like, of course, all the music friends that we have. I put that out, and they're like, I just don't get it. And I was like, that's the great part about it. It's not something like, it's on a playlist that you would expect some mainstream stuff to be on, but it's not. And that's the glory of what he's been putting out.
I mean, I think it's so important to be different. Like that's what we're trying to do with Sham stuff is like, man, we got a country record with him that we're going to put out pretty soon. It's just like, I think it's so important to be different. How can you make stuff different? Because everything now is
the same.
It's become the same and formulated. And I think that gets boring. I mean, it all started with autotune.
Yeah.
The honest truth is I got a love-hate relationship with autotune. I love when you use it as a tool to change things and make them cool. I hate it when it's on pop records where people like we used to, when you listen to like, if you play kids now, they're 12 years old, 13 years old, like old, like, you know, Led Zeppelin records or Queen records or anybody, they're going to hear things and be like, what's up with that voice? And we're going to be like, what are you talking about? And they're going to be like, it's like off. And it's because autotune is so perfect that like now pop records and rock records and alternative records are so, we've got accustomed to just this perfection. And it's kind of like a love-hate relationship, you know? Yeah. Because I love using it as a fun tool. I hate it being a perfection tool.
I think it's fun that artists who wouldn't be in that space can now get in that space, I guess, and have some interesting work. Like everyone talks about the Kanye, but that album, there's some cool tracks on there. And he wouldn't have been in that game if autotune wasn't so prevalent in that space. So,
yeah, when you said country record, my man Esco over here got goosebumps.
I love country. Sorry, you just made me choke on my cab there. Jeez, I love country. Love-hate relationship with it, but you've been teasing. I was going to ask about that because you've been teasing a country album this whole time, and I didn't know if that's the project that you're working with your boy that you were talking about earlier. Stop teasing us. What are you doing with country?
You have to wait and see.
No, no, don't you do that to me.
I can't say anything about the country stuff yet, man.
Yeah,
but, you know, I want to do some country stuff, but leave it at that. And Sham's already doing some country stuff. We already got a record. It's called Committed. It'll probably come out. It'll probably be a while, maybe January, February it comes out, but it's like one of my favorite records that's not my record, you know.
You fucking tease. You tease, dude. I mean, it makes sense because you've been dabbling all around. You've been doing your folk, your pop alt, you got a little bit of rap in that. Like it makes sense. You're just gonna take over every genre. That's all right. But fucking tell me when you're gonna do it.
That's the goal. I don't think it's about genres anymore either. You're
right.
I think that's the main thing is that people listen based on mood.
Yeah,
exactly.
So fluid now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so with so many people jumping on the BabyJake train this year, what's kind of like the message you want people to hear and throughout the remainder of the year for 2020? What's kind of like the message you want people to receive? And is there any new music to back up that message?
I can't put one message behind the music because I'm too damn fucking spontaneous and weird. So the shit just varies, you know?
Yeah.
My message is just have fun. I lost myself in music for a while. I think recently, like it wasn't until halfway through quarantine that I really just let go. I became this like, I really let my ego and my pride get in the way and be like, I don't want to be like this or I don't want to be like that. Like, this is me. This is who I am. I really wanted to do alternative music. That's why I put the record, like the album out, and my A&R at not only Carly, but my A&R at Republic, Josh Berkman, was like, hey, you know, dude, you're losing the sight of what this is about. And it's just about having fun. Don't worry about doing alternative music or rap music or pop music or whatever. Just go in and have fun.
Yeah, be loose.
That's what I'd say to all my listeners. Anybody hopping on the BabyJake train, come on. The bandwagon is wide open for you guys. You guys can hop on. I just want to have fun, man. That's how it all started. If you watch some of my first interviews that I ever did and first stuff that I was ever talking about the BabyJake project in, I was just mentioning like how it really is about fun, and it should be. It strayed away from that for a while. It became too fucking serious, you know, and I'm not a serious guy. I'm a goober. So like for me, it needs to be about having fun. I think that's the main message to people is like, I know there's a lot of shit going on in the world right now, but we are so blessed, you know. I'm going to be a little bit, you know, sided here, but we're so blessed to live in the United States of America.
Absolutely.
If you live in the United States of America, make the best of the situation that's going on right now. If you live somewhere else in the world, I pray and hope the best things for you.
Yep.
Like it's all about making the best that you can in the current situation that you're in, whether that's COVID or post-COVID or pre-COVID or whatever, and finding ways to have fun, man. That's what life is about. If you're not having fun, why are you living? You know what I mean?
In these unfortunate circumstances, it's time to make some improvements. Yeah. Give me problems, give me wine right there. You said it right there.
Yeah. What would you say? I guess I'll say what mine is first and then you can answer. My favorite fun track, right, from you is Touch. I think that's such a cool track, and you're with your buddy Dylan Francis. How did that come about? And then also, what's your favorite track?
I'll start with the favorite track. My favorite track is, honestly, I used to hate Cigarettes on Patios. It's probably second now. Like, that's another thing. I was so like, I hate Cigarettes on Patios. I'm so much better than that. And now I'm like, well, this shit kind of hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
That's funny.
Like, I was so critical. I was so critical of myself. Confidant's probably my favorite record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dope.
I just really like the writing in it. And I really like,
it's a beautiful song.
I don't know. I really like it. It's like the perfect alt pop urban mix for me. Touch. How did it come about? Me and Dylan met 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. He was trying to put me on some like Mombatan stuff. And I was just like, at that time, I didn't even know what my project was going to sound like. So I was like, how the hell am I going to get on this? He was working with a buddy of mine named Fuego, who's a Spanish artist, and some other Spanish people. And yeah, we just like been friends. We just like steadily have been friends. We actually had a record that we did like 2 years ago that just never came out. That was pretty dope. And then like I was just against putting it out because my vocals were like so bad compared to what they are now. I love Touch. I was so glad Touch actually got to come out. For a minute there, I didn't think it was going to get to come out. I thought it was only going to be You Do You. So I was super glad that it got the opportunity to come out. And now it's actually become like the A-side to that single, which is crazy. Me and Dylan are just super tight now. And we have another record coming out pretty soon.
That's sick, dude. Yeah, you guys seem very like the same. Just from
He's
your
a goober.
social medias.
I'm a goober.
Exactly.
We're goobers, man. Like I'm not hard. You know what I mean? I'm hard when I'll get in a fight, but I'm not hard. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of my mentality.
Yeah, I was gonna say that You Do You is one of my favorites for your collaboration with him. I thought that was a super, super unique style of a song, and the way you kind of went into that was different compared to everything else too. So yeah, I think you guys are quite the duo.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm super excited to continue working with him. Like I said, we have another record coming out. It's my personal favorite out of the records that we've done together thus far. We're just waiting on a special feature that's going to be on that song. That'll disclose that yet, but it will be
dope.
Hey, your team said that you can tell us anything.
She really did say. She said something in November.
Carly.
I can't say it. Even if she said that I could, I can't say it right now just because it's not done yet. And it's one of those situations where I'll tell you this: it is a hip hop artist. And hip hop artists, no offense to the hip hop world, but it gets a little shaky in there sometimes when you're trying to get stuff out. So I don't want to jinx anything, but hopefully we'll be able to get that out sometime end of this year or early next year.
That'll be cool. Yeah, switching gears, these guys hate on me for liking and watching Outer Banks, but I saw that Madeline Klein was wearing some of your merch. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And are you an Outer Banks fan?
Chase, yeah, I'm an Outer Banks fan because Chase is actually from Orlando, and my first manager I ever had in music was his roommate.
Oh, really?
So I've known Chase for a long time, like way long time, like 5 years, like I said, 4 or 5 years. So yeah, I kind of just, first of all, I like Outer Banks, so you guys are tripping.
Yeah, they're trash.
Berkey just likes it a little too much. Berkey just likes it a little bit.
No, it's a good show.
We'll be talking business. He goes, yo, did you check out the new episode? Or did you watch the next episode, though? And we're like, yeah, Berkey, come on now.
But yeah, they're super supportive. The whole cast was actually listening to Cigarettes on Patios while they shot the whole first
that's
season.
awesome.
Nice.
So like, they're like super stoked about it. Chase is really hype about the remix. Maddie's like, obviously they're together now. So I guess it was kind of Chase that pioneered the whole, like, we love BabyJake vision at the Outer Banks.
That's cool. That'd be dope if you got a song featured on season 2.
Yeah, I mean we're talking about it.
Oh.
I I want a cameo more than anything.
That'd
Chase
be
said he's going
awesome.
to try to get me in the actual show, but I don't know because of COVID, you know,
Sure.
if any of that.
Would you play a good character, or would you be a kind of a bad guy, kind of a mysterious, rough character at the edge?
I'd probably be like a rough guy, you know, because I'm kind of tall. I'm 6'5". I'm kind of tall to be like a main character compared to all those main characters, and I look a lot older. I don't look like I'm young like they do. So yeah, I'd probably be like some like crackhead or something.
Just get you in the background. Hey, solid round, right here. Just get you in the background. So tensions are rising, and you just come in and go, "Hey, back off, buddy." That's it.
Yeah,
That's all.
exactly.
Academy
That's
Award right there.
I would be
Academy Award.
happy. I want to start my acting career, man. I really want to get into acting eventually.
That'd be crazy.
I gotta welcome you back. I mean, you've been killing on Twitter. I think you said that you weren't a big Twitter guy. Now you're on Twitter, and I've been following along. And I gotta say, man, like I saw you're chasing love. Did Bumble ever work out?
No,
You still search?
but
Oh,
I did find somebody, and I'm very happily in love.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
congratulations, nice. Because I was watching every tweet. I'm like, man, he's gonna find it one day. I swear to God, man.
Bumble didn't work out for me though. Neither did Tinder. No Raya. Nothing. I tried everything. I tried Hinge.
How many times
Nothing worked out for me.
How many times you get a swipe and you just like, she knows I'm creating some amazing music. She's just thirsting for it. How many did that ever come about?
Yeah, I mean, just most of it was just, you know, I don't know.
I'm an artist.
A lot of it's just like it's a plus like I live in Los Angeles, man. Like
Yeah.
Los Angeles is a hookup culture.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
true.
Like it just really is. It's like very hard to find somebody that's special here. But
So how'd you find love then? You said you did.
I found love at a get together. Sorry, I went to a get together during COVID. I already had
Safely.
Safely, I was wearing my mask and
There you
I
go.
already had COVID for anybody.
We
wondering.
kiss with the mask on.
So yeah, we kissed with the mask on. But no, I just met her at a get together, and we had mutual friends, and it just worked out. I guess. I don't know.
There you go.
It was very natural, you know.
Yeah. I saw that because he was talking about Twitter. I was going through your Twitter the other day, and I saw you were like, hey, I know there's a lot of babies out there, artists in the artist world, but I want to know that I pioneered baby. I was one of the first babies.
I did. Okay. Yes. In the artist world, I did. In the production world, Babyface was already a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
He was already a thing. But there was when I chose to be BabyJake, there was no little baby. There's no baby. There's no baby Keem. There was literally, they didn't exist. They came out, they were all in the last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they might have existed. I just didn't know about them.
Right. The baby's been around for a minute.
Yeah, baby's been around for a minute, but like, you know, I think that was the first baby to really make it up the charts.
Is there going to be an all babies single coming out?
I hope so. I mean,
Yeah, there you
again, that's a different world. So if I could get in that world,
just a bunch of babies.
Who's your second? Because obviously you got to say yourself first, BabyJake. Who are you going second though? Second
Keem.
baby. Yeah, dude.
Keem.
That's what's up.
He's young and he's talented.
He's
Yeah, I also used the same when I was first getting into like styling. My stylist, who now does Bad Bunny, he was doing Baby Keem and me at the same time, so I got to hear a lot of stuff like early.
Oh wow.
A lot of stuff early, and I got to like really get the inside scoop on him, and it's just cool. Like I like his voice a lot. I think he's really killing it. I don't really like hip hop that much, but I like his stuff a lot.
When you've got Kendrick as your mentor, I think you're pretty good. You got to be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they're cousins. Did
right.
you know that?
Yeah. And he's signed to
I didn't
PJ
know
Lang now. And yeah, stuff's coming.
He's a huge Baby Keem fan, and I like, you can't even say like he's up next. He's up right now. He's up.
Right.
Oh, he's up. He's been up since Orange
yeah.
Soda came out. He was up.
He's up.
Yep. You seem. This is random. I can't believe
God,
we
what do you gotta ask? What are you asking?
we left this in here. I feel you seem like a pudding guy, not in a bad way.
A pudding guy.
If you had to choose one pudding, what flavor?
Dude, I don't know.
He's not a pudding guy.
Oh,
he's not a pudding guy.
Jello guy then? I don't know.
I mean, I just haven't had pudding in a long time, but if there's like a chocolate banana pudding, I'd probably do that.
Damn.
Yeah, you'd be walking in the cafeteria, you big guy. You'd be snacking on those snack packs. Give me your snack pack, kid. You'd be stealing them. It's all right.
I mean, chocolate. If they didn't have chocolate banana, chocolate pudding for sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Good answer.
I don't know if one of us are pudding people.
I am.
I was just so
I love
thrown off by
pudding.
that.
I love
was
pudding. I had to put it in there.
All right, so we're reaching the end. I want to. We did do the fan questions. So our fan questions. We if you want to do any fan questions, feel free. Follow us on Not Nobody on Instagram, Twitter. We do fan questions. You get to ask questions with the artist. Our first one up is from Melissa.Torre, and she's asking biggest tattoo regret. Do you have one? I don't even know if you have one.
I mean, like, I pretty much fucked up this whole arm. That's why.
Hey, that's art. Each and every one of those is art.
That's like from I did like this girl, and then I think first was I don't even remember. Yeah, first was the 239 tat, which is right there.
Yeah,
Nice.
And I like that a lot. And the second one, then I got like this somewhere down the line, which I like a lot too.
So
And then
generous.
I
I'm
got
not
this
giving us the
girl,
finger.
And then I just decided to put fucking dice here. That's where I fucked up.
What was
And
it
I
rolled
just
on?
like,
What's it rolled on?
It's 7, lucky number 7.
Oh yeah, there we go.
But yeah, literally once I got the dice, I was like, man, I fucked up. I got to do the whole arm. So I just started going in on the arm and putting random shit that I like. So I'd say that's my fuck up, the die.
You got room for a pudding cup on there.
I'll put a pudding cup on there. Seriously, you guys send me a good one in my DMs or text me or whatever, and I'll put one like somewhere. I have to do all the backside of this arm now. So I decided at that moment when I fucked up with the die that I was just gonna tattoo both of my arms fully.
We'll send you our logo too.
Please.
Next question is from Danny_C_5. Where did the name BabyJake come from?
I've told this many times. It was a joke at Develop's house in Miami, and like half of the people liked it, half of the people didn't like it. It wasn't officially a thing until I signed to Scooter, and then Scooter said, what's your artist name going to be? And then I group chatted with Develop, and we're like, BabyJake ? Scooter's like, I think it has a ring to it. I like it. Develop was like, I like it. I'm like, I like it. So we just decided to go with BabyJake.
And there's no other babies around, so why not?
Yeah, there's no other babies.
At that time, there wasn't. No.
That's so funny. That was like, hey, BabyJake, you cool with that? Yeah, I think we should push that. I think that'll work.
All right.
Yeah.
Last fan question is from Walter from Florida, FL. Any big artists you'd like to make a single with? We kind of talked, but.
Yeah, let me think. Like Corday. I think I'd love to do something with Corday. Actually, that's just the first person. I'm gonna say him for right now because I just got a beat yesterday that I really, really like. Cool. And Corday was in the running for Cigarettes on Patios remix for a little while. We wanted to get it to him. I don't really know whatever happened, but I wanted to get it to him and put him on there. He was one of the people. I think he's super talented and he's like a super dope rapper who actually has bars. So, I heard this beat yesterday. It just reminded me of Corday. So I'm going to go with Corday for right now. That's probably who I'd ask for.
Nice. Yeah, I see that.
Not to take away from Cigarettes on Patios, but when can we expect the next single from you?
I'm doing some stuff with EDM friend of mine, I shouldn't say EDM, they hate that. Electronic friend of mine. Probably in November or December. I'm not sure if I will put out a single in November or December or if we'll wait till January. But if not November or December, you'll hear something from me January.
Sweet.
Is the record on the way?
The record's done. The records are done.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. A lot of them are done. I mean, I think I have like 3 or 4 completely mixed mastered done. And then I've got like maybe 6 or 7 other concepts that need to be finished.
Nice.
I'm just constantly, honestly, I got like literally my whole next week from Sunday on is studio sessions. And that's just kind of how it used to be. And I'm trying to get back into that because I'm constantly working and I just like end up replacing a lot of stuff with better stuff.
Yeah, I think we all told Carly before you hopped on that you're just a busy man. We see you everywhere, and you're doing good work, man. You're out there hustling, so it's been fun to watch. Man. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun ride. So hey, thank you again for joining us on Not Nobody today. We really appreciate it. We're all about the new EP, so keep it up, my man.
Yeah, thank you, people. Please stream the Cigarettes on Patios remix.
Yep.
With 24K Golden.
Get it up there.
Get it up there. Let's make it go viral. Come on, I need my TikTokers on
TikTok,
board.
yeah.
Friday, it's on TikTok on Friday. So once it hits TikTok on Friday, I need my TikTokers on board, baby.
Hey.
Charlie, make a dance. Make a dance.
Yeah.
Make it big.
Bryce
Come on.
Addison.
All of them.
All of them.
Thanks.
Well, thank you guys for having me.
Yep. Thank
Yeah,
you.
dude.
See you, my man.
Later.
Peace.